so you've heard it. I'd like to imagine those who are close to their vehicles, you should have gone to check your tires now to know if your tire is due for change. All right, coming to you, Mr. Simon. What are the implications of a tire blowout?
Thank you for the question. The implications are really enormous. And then the implication cost us a lot. And that is why we are talking about this incident. I will start by giving instances where this tire blowout has cost us a lot. You will recall in 2015 when we lost the then Honorable Minister, Minister of Labour for State.
Marshal James.
Yeah,
Marshal James, yes, actually.
May you say rest in peace. You see, it occurred that his tire, busted or blown out, as the case may be, and that led to his death, his wife, and then his child, and then we also had the case of recently Senator Shagaya on the level of this. So the same case. So when this thing happened, there is every tendency that it will result to fatality. And what we mean by fatality is that somebody would, lost his or her life, and it will cost us a lot more. So when the implications are, it will lead to crash, and these crashes are often fatal.
Wow, thank you very much. Simon, when there's a tire blowout, it often leads to a crash. Yeah. What can be done in the instance of a tire blowout? What do you advise a driver to do?
Yes, first and foremost, let me start with the government agencies, because these things does happen. Like you see the case of Ucholi, the case of John Shagaya, and so many others. You see, sometimes the attitude of our drivers, the kind of people we employ to manage our vehicles as drivers, is terrible. It's possible that the organization knows what it means. They have the transport department. Sometimes there is this conniver between the drivers and those in the transport department. When it is expected that vehicle tires are changed, they don't change them. And believing with the owner of the vehicle, or probably the man at the helm of affairs using that vehicle, believing that those who ought to do their jobs are actually doing their job. They man these vehicles, and then before you know it, lose of life. Now, coming to what should be done by a driver when there's a tire blowout, it is very simple. Most times we tell drivers, once you hit that bank, you don't apply a brake. You don't. For whatever reason, don't apply brake. And that is why when we talk about speed, we always tell people to go on an acceptable limit of speed. Yeah. Once you are not overspeeding and you are within the speed acceptable by the Federal Road Safety Corps that you need to do at a particular point in time, there is every tendency that once there's a tire blowout and you don't apply your brake, you should be able to control that vehicle until it is brought to a halt. So our advice is for drivers not to apply sudden brake when there's a tire blowout. Because what it is this. We have what we call center of gravities in vehicles. Okay. Some are very high, some are very low. The articulated vehicles, you see that they are high. The center of gravity is high, some is low. Now, once there's a tire blowout, there's no longer a balance, because the four tires are expected to keep the vehicle in check, in a stable position. Okay. Once one goes off, the vehicle now, all the weight now tilts towards that particular end, leaving the other end, at the vulnerable end. And the tendency of it splitting over and somersaulting and then running over is there. Once you apply a brake, all the force moves to the front and then the back moves off. And before you know it, you see that vehicle spinning, somersault. And so we tell drivers that as soon as you have a blown out tire, concentrate, hold your steering firm, don't apply brake, allow the vehicle to battle, keep controlling the vehicle as it struggles to, move to a stable, what do you call it, to the side of the road. You keep it moving and don't apply the brake, hold the steering firm until you are able to bring it to a halt. That is what we tell drivers.
And of course, let me quickly add to that. You see, that when this happens, there's every tendency of someone, being confused. They feel anxious. They want to do something. And then to make it worse, you see the passengers, if it is a public vehicle, you see them shouting and screaming and jittering and all of that. It is very bad. The best thing to do is to relax. Yes. Yeah, it is very difficult to be calm, right? But you should try as much as possible to to calm yourself down and also calm the passenger. The passenger should also calm down, you know, and then keep straight. You don't talk, just as the state coordinator said, the weight of the vehicle move to one direction. So you need to keep straight in order to maintain that gravitational force for you not to, for the vehicle not to somersault and all of that.
All right, thank you very much. You've heard it from our guest here in the studio. We've been speaking with Engineer Adaji Usman, the FCT State Coordinator, Special Marshal, and Mr. Simon Obi, Project Team Lead, GreenLight Initiative. And like I told you earlier on, you can be a part of our conversation. All you need to do is go on Facebook and follow Green for Light. Same for Instagram and Twitter, Green for Light. We'll go on a short break now, and when we come back, we'll open the phone lines for you to call in and be a part of our studio discussion.